Hi folks, we are back at the 8 Regents tournament with game 2 from the Tyrell Baratheon match. As you can see, it's currently 1-0 in favor of Baratheon. Robert lost the first one against Tassos. And today we have Gareth playing against the Regent of the Baratheon team, and then we have at the same time Mates against Floydos. Can't record both, so we're recording Gareth's game. There was a vote about it. It's currently tied, but at the cutoff point when I made the decision it was 6-5 in favor of this game, so this is the one we're covering. And if it goes really quickly or something like that, maybe we'll catch some of the other one as well. Let's see what we have. We have House with the Red Door, Starry Sept as the location, and we have Knights of the Hollow Hill. For Baratheon, that's a deck I really like, and it's probably going to try to reset a few times. There are different versions. I play Nil with Dominance, don't reset that much, but there's some versions with Varys as well, and I like to keep 0 board and just win with Throne and Chamber, so we'll see how it goes. And the setup is pretty decent. 3 cards, including economy. Yeah, it's a tough evening today. We have these 2 games and then another couple. And none of them are exactly easy, so hope we can win a few of them. Keep ourselves in the match. So Alex goes for the Maiden, even though he has the +2 from the agenda already. Looks like he really wants to be second player throughout this game. Could be playing Selisi, for instance, which is annoying, although not exactly 0 ladies. There is this meta. And we have economy for Gareth, and I think the most important thing is to get some more economy. Let's have a Red Wine Straits or something. And in the meantime, I will try to keep an eye on the other game. I assume it won't be shown anywhere, so you don't mind probably that I give you spoilers. Tell you how it's going. More ladies, and with the dupe as well, which is a welcome sight. Can we get some military icons? We can. He's a bit late to get his power from late summer feast, but okay. And we have Old Town, and it remains standing with 2 gold left. Now let's see how quickly Alex starts. Hollow Hill, of course, by definition starts slowly. No setup. Alistair gets another card, and we have Red Priest, a restricted card. So if you reset with Red Priest in play, of course you lose the card that he takes, or the opponent gets the card back, I mean. You lose the removal effect, so gets Mina. She is quite important. Provides a draw, and yeah, she could have been marshaled here, but okay, Gareth wanted to get more cards out, which also makes sense. And okay, Alistair needs the military icon. Get some more gold from that. And we have Delena who can stop potential stand with High Garden Courtier. She takes Cedric, so it is probably dominance. Okay, and now it's guaranteed anyway, so what can you do? Need to push the challenges through, I guess. Get power on the Starry Sept, get power with Old Town, because in the long game Hollow Hill will prevail. Already has the card advantage, and Alistair coming back, and okay, hunting accident, so maybe Alex is planning for Robert to stay in play, stick around a while, not be removed by a reset, but then he could still get his power. And Garland is found. Yeah, power with Desmera, even though you give a card away for Late Summer Feast. And there's no claim, just get the Starry Sept now. Maybe even at some point it wins the game if you can blank Delena, I don't know. Yeah, Marjorie is strong enough to defend power. Not this one though. Does he care? He might. Simply because Garland was drawn. Yeah, Marjorie is protecting that. But now he's losing the power challenge. And that should make things pretty equal after the first 2 rounds. Yeah, the other game is Free Folk for Tyrell against Aloof and Apart for Baratheon. And unfortunately Baratheon is more duped than I would have liked. Has Robert in play, core Robert, who has a good chance of defending himself. But okay, let's concentrate on our game. Tell you in 10 minutes or so how the other game is going. So Time of Plenty, that's getting power on Robert. Don't really want to father him because hunting accident is terminal. So what is the father going to do? Can always bring back Delena. She finds another bastard character. Could also remove dupe from Marjorie, going to reset. But let's see what gets marshaled. Another lady. And what does she bring? Green Apple Knight. He is of course non-unique, can be removed with the father, but can't be saved either. Not exactly threatening tourney right at the moment, because those are the only two knights, apart from robber. And let's not have some kind of Robert Baratheon here now. Or a Melisandre. Yeah, I actually always liked this matchup from the Bara perspective. So, you can forgive me for being a little bit pessimistic. Bara is tough. Now, knights can rush, but if you kneel them, get a, let's say, saving the kingdom now on Green Apple Knight before his strength is big enough, then not much power is gained. Throne and Chamber keep you in the game, and in the long run, after the Harris goes through, it's tough. If Alex brings some gold to the challenges phase, then maybe Marjorie should just increase the strength of Green Apple Knight before it can be knelt. But let's see. Well, Spears is nice for Baratheon. You can reset now and you're okay. You can keep Delena if she's important to her strategy, or you can get the Red Priest back. Okay, Mina will be returned, and then you can remove her again if you're first player. If you're second player, you get the Red Priest trigger again. Now Tyrell can do these challenges though, without really losing anything. Power is the one that matters, and that's not a strong icon. It's the strongest icon for Baratheon, and not necessarily for Tyrell in this particular game, because Green Apple 9 doesn't have it, but there are other icons. And losing Red Priest at random, that's a pretty nice hit for Tyrell. Well, this one can be defended, but then Marjorie exists. And I think the Infiltrator will have to be killed off. Defending with Alistair, is he taking the dupe instead? He's taking Red Priest. Now, do you use this in challenges or no? Keep it for... You keep it for the plot phase. Now, I wonder if maybe Misty Morn is in the deck. That's such a great card. Can bring Red Priests back. And this should be strong enough now. And then Tyrell should also be able to defend everything. And even dominance, kind of competing with the throne since it's all still standing. Denying that would be nice. I wonder if Gareth is aware that he's close. Usually when I play against the throne, I just assume that it's lost. Or the other way, even if I play with the throne, I've often assumed that it's won, and then suddenly see a board where there's lots of standing stuff, even with low strength, and you see that, yeah, it makes up for it. And is Delena going to defend is the question. So currently dominance is... well, now that she defends, it's 9 for Alex. And it's 12 for Gareth. And even if Gareth defends, whatever this guy does with Green Apple Knight. It's close. It would be 9-9, which is good enough. Okay. Okay, here we go. Getting rid of the infiltrator because something is coming. Again, Tyrell takes advantage 7-2, but we look at the power on the faction card. This time there is a difference though, because some power is on the Starry Sept, which is reasonably safe, although this deck could play Lysa. So what do we have for the father? Returning Marjorie. And Marjorie is not saved. She had a duplicate, right? So she returns to hand. And so does Delena. Tyrell has a good hand though. Big hand, so... And do you want to go first? Just to keep Unix alive? Looks like it, and I guess Green Apple Knight, although if it goes to the bottom, it seems difficult that you would get it back, unless there is a shuffle effect. Okay, second half, I guess. Well, the good news is that Baratheon's game is kind of falling apart in the other game that we have tonight, so looks like Mates is on his way to winning. Although he is up against 11 cards in hand now from Floydos, so that's undecided. Not a huge econ, although keeping that northern encampment net means that Baratheon also only has 6 gold to work with now. A Spears wasn't used, I see. Because Harris just removed everything, and duped Marjorie comes back. Can she bring a knight as well? Something else, at least. She can. So it seems like it's possible to keep pushing the advantage, but now if Melisandre comes in and kneels Marjorie, Misty Morn could take these two back. Can only play one really though. Or I guess you could play two, you have the port. Well, looks like it's a tough decision. And it's Delena who comes back. And out of bastards. Can that be True, there's one in hand, right? Edric was taken. You play more than one, though, I think. Don't you? Copy of Bastard in hiding just so she can find him. Bastard of Nightsong in this deck, I guess, is not the thing. And Gendry you could, but then if you're resetting, he's not really what you're looking for. So Bastard in hiding or Bastard of Robert if you're playing him are the choices. The Arbor Knight is going to win. Does he also kill Alistair? To Neil Marjorie now, stop the power challenge. No. Reducer goes. And Marjorie is not strong enough, but needs to be defended by both here, although thrown in chamber then. And yeah, Baratheon has a good round, right? Or do you go for the one that is unopposed? To speed things up? No, you go for the one that needs two defenders, but they can kneel. They're not going to attack back, so that's something. But now it's getting closer. Morgul is gone though, for a while, so yeah, these are probably the econ plots, right? So that if you have a chance to go wide to get more stuff in play, that would be the thing to do. Two Rose Gardens, not exactly the biggest economy, could have done with the Red Wine Straits or something. In the other game, Tyrell is winning 13-0, but most of the time still on the clock, and Baratheon has just played a good Mad King's Command against you win or you die. So looks like it could turn around, although at the moment there's a military icon. Oh, okay, you have Last of the Giants played into a stand with Rogue Wilding. Okay, so I think it's not going to happen for Baratheon there, the comeback. So we have named the attorney, so any challenge with this guy now is especially important to defend. We have dupes, we have draw with Mina against Bran the Builder. What is it looking for at this stage? I guess Throne and Chamber are here. Storm's End is too expensive. I think Red Keep could be in the deck, or Blackwater Bay. We've not seen quite enough kneel for that. Iron Bank you could play in Knights of the Hollow Hill as econ. So pretty immune to Silisi, but again Melisandre just ruins the whole round, right? Just need to trigger her and yeah. There we go. She goes after the knight. Because power icons at the moment can defend power. And more stuff to be marshaled. Yeah, the econ advantage really is huge here for Baratheon always with these Knights of the Hollow Hill. And playing out pretty much everything. So it's 1-1 after Mates won his game. And this is now, I guess we're going to call it game 3, since this will finish later than the other one did. Well, there's 7 if all the strength boosts happen. So Baratheon can defend it. Takes most of the board though. Still can combine it in such a way that there's some icons left. You can do challenges back unopposed maybe. So it's a decent situation I think for Baratheon. Plus of course the brand builder triggers. Although if there's Brienne the blue in hand, Mina can win this. And there he is. Hand's Judgment. Privileged position. Perfect. That's such a key play. Power, claim and Starry Sept. Would have been huge here. Yeah, good card to leave is one of the few in hand, and just had that 1 gold, unfortunately for us. And now Marjorie is not going to bother defending the power challenge she could have done with what's in play and the Arbor Marketplace against these two. Going for that last card in hand. Nightmares. And one was of course saved with Smuggler, although sad news for Alex is that he's doing a challenge and he will surely trigger a Brand Builder which shuffles the deck, so what he's getting back is a complete guess now. It's not the one he saved. And takes more Econ. That's kind of my guess that that's what's left in the deck and not much else. There could be the Little Storm's End, the 1 cost, if you're doing dominance, but it puts power on characters, and this deck I think doesn't like big boards too much, and characters staying in play. Taking the dupe now. Could have taken Mina. Draws a card, although 5 reserve, so yeah, even the Morghulis is not that great now with these two. So how do you overturn this? Turney is the closer, but problem is that it's low on knights for some reason. I think it is a knight's deck, but not on this occasion. Just taking sparrows that can slow Baratheon down a little bit, give us more time. Surely with Wardens you can win some challenges, right? And Baratheon is now going to refill the hand massively after this round, so yeah, too bad about that very rich position, cancelling Brienne the Blue. It's 9-6, would have been, what? 8-8, right? And then you have another good round here with Wardens, maybe. Yeah, the maiden was the opener, so... Garland comes in with some strength boost and a dupe. So we know, I think Northern Encampment was one trigger, right? What was the other location for a Brand the Builder? Can't remember right now. Just wondering if there's any chance that there is no Melisandre trigger. That would really help. Keeps 3 gold, which I hope is there for events. There is Sparrows, so could have put that into Shadows if there was nothing else to do, so... Okay, Lysa makes it difficult now to do military. Impossible, in fact, because she removes Starry Sept unless you blank her in the challenges phase, but then that removes power off you, so... Let's see if we can concentrate on the power challenge. Unfortunately, Garland will stay knelt now. And next round there will be a Melisandre trigger because of the siege preparations. How does this work? I can just keep returning her. Yeah, you can trigger both. You can trigger Lysa and Spears on her when she's killed, which is most kill effects won't allow you to do that. Timing doesn't work out, but this particular combination does work, it seems, so... It's pretty nice now for Baratheon and all the econ to keep abusing that if it should happen. Now Garland is trying to win alone. 6, and Marjorie is there, so 9 plus the location, so this time Baratheon doesn't try. And is that last card again, privileged position, or do we get that Lady Sansa's Rouse now? We do. Which brings us up to 10. Oh, up to 12 actually. So one more of those, for instance, Arbor Knight winning Intrigue. Would miraculously close it before Baratheon does anything. But now comes military. Well, if he has Lady Sansa's Rose, that will happen before Lysa. So that wins the game. But if he doesn't, then the Starry Sept could be removed. Or not. Could claim Alistair, Neil, whatever is left, do challenges back, Throne and Chamber. Come on, let's have it. For once, let's have some luck and let's have Lady Sansa's Rose. Oh, come on. Okay. I can't believe that happened. That looked hopeless, right? If those 2 cards are not in hand, look at how the rest of the round goes. There's power to be won back. Throne in chamber. You're up to 11. You keep Tyrell below 10. You refill with siege preparations, and you have Lysa there, so that's yeah, that couldn't have worked out any better really. Which means that Tyrell now takes a 2-1 lead in this match. So my pessimism that I had was slightly misplaced. Well done, guys. And we're not done for tonight, actually. Let's see if this has been updated. Well, one of them has. Because Radek plays next against Martozar. Both players still without a win in this tournament, which is yeah, amazing. Martozar is a really top player, so we can't ask for a win there. Radek, he, of course, is one of the best players in the world, so more than capable of winning, but absolutely no one could demand that he wins this one. It could go either way. But the pressure has been lifted off slightly for Radek now, because we are in the lead, so as long as we win one of the 2 remaining games tonight and keep the lead, that would be pretty sweet for us. The other one is Schweig against me later, so we'll see how that one goes. Yeah, let that be it. I once again thank you all for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video.